right to die. I believe that suicide is cowardly. There, I said it. No matter how awful the prognosis, no matter how much pain and suffering, uh, and yeah, I know. You watched someone die slowly. You watched someone become trapped in their own body. You watched them go through horrible, horrible amounts of pain, uh, and it all seemed just so worthless and needless. I understand, but that's life. We we don't see the animals that we kill when we eat them. We don't have very good connection with reality. We don't value human life like we used to. Our kids, we play video games where we shoot and kill people all the time. We've entered into an Orwellian type era where we're sort of constantly at war with terrorism, for example. So constant war and constant peace are indistinguishable. When we die, it's awful. Every death is awful. Every life has enough suffering in it at particular points to make it not worth living. Let me say it again. Everybody, at some point in their life, is going to go through something that will make them think that life is not worth living. Everybody. And everybody is going to die. I think we should make people as comfortable as possible. And if they want to hit that morphine button once or twice more than they should, go for it. But we should not prescribe suicide. We should not make psychiatrists sit down with you and say, so, I see here that you want to kill yourself and that you do have a prognosis for terminal disease. Yes, check. And the prognosis is 6 months or less. Good, check. And that the pain you'd be going through would be sufficient. Yes, okay. Do you hear voices? Do you want to hurt anyone else? Okay. All right. We will. How about Wednesday? Is Wednesday good? Um, just the idea of a formal process that we're asking healthcare providers and mental health care providers to determine who can do it, whose life is worth living. If your prognosis is a year, is that enough? Is 6 months enough? How much pain is enough? Um, when we begin to try to formalize it and institutionalize it and make it totally out in the open, we take away the sacred, and I'm not talking sacred like a particular brand of religion, I'm just talking about a cosmically holistic, all human beings, the, the, the reverence for life. We should revere life. And to bureaucratically institutionalize suicide is wrong. I believe there are situations where the suffering is so great that you want to ease someone's suffering and hasten their passing. But those are those are absolutely personal decisions made in the moment by loved ones and the person themselves. And they should be kept firmly in the gray area and not brought out coldly into the light. What happens in that hospice room with you and your dad in those final days, that's up to you, man. Um, let's not make legislation, and let's not prescribe things, and let's not create a process or a measure of when life is worth living or not, which is what formalizing right to die would do. It would force the creation of it. So in summation, so I am not misunderstood, I believe that life is sacred, in that suicide is cowardly. But if you want to, in that gray area, in the privacy between you and your loved ones, when the pain gets too great and the suffering gets too much, you want to hasten things along a little bit, I think that you're right. But I disagree that it should be an open, formalized, bureaucratic process where you can meet a couple of people, have a couple of appointments, have a prescription written, and say, is Tuesday good or Wednesday better? And then go off yourself somehow with a machine or something. It would force a measure that humans weren't meant to make. So I hope that clearly explains how I feel, and thank you.